that our course?
Well, yeah, we're on this right now. As we get to 2500, which we're approaching, I'll put us on auto for a minute. I'll trim it out.
Up here, traffic 11 Alpha, left base. Runway 13, full stop minute.
Here's where we're going. CDK, right here, Jeff. CDK, that's Cedar Key. There's where we are now.
Cruise free traffic, yellow X-ray, 5 miles to the south to join us downwind runway 2423.
Like 34 miles. Okay, fuel is good. RPM's good. 5.8. Bring it back just a more click.
Okay, traffic set by 659, left northward, 14.
Oil's good. This is good.
Traffic, yellow X-ray, 3 miles to the south to join 45 left downwind runway 2423.
Okay, we're trimmed out. Get it on autopilot for a few minutes. Keeping an eye for traffic.
Fourth your X-ray, and you're right downwind, 4, runway 13, full stop minute. Cruise free, silver, traffic, 7 hour power.
2,000 above.
It's currently 7 south inbound over Phoenicia Bay for 24.
Yeah, what about them?
Yeah, he's about 10 miles out.
Oh, we're down here. Sorry.
Yeah, this is us here.
Gotcha.
South carrier traffic, set by 659, left base for 14. We'll be doing a touch and go and departing straight out. South carrier. Cruise Street, Silver Experimental is about to enter a left downwind for 24.
Yeah, he just left, or he's going into Inverness. That's Inverness, KNIS.
Gotcha.
Left downwind, 24.
He's starting to turn.
Central Light Ford 519 around a kilo, entering down.
So he's gonna, is that Inverness?
4.
That's Inverness, yeah.
Airport information, Whiskey 1253 Zulu, wind 1303, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 22, dew point 18, altimeter 3005, visual approach runway 13 in use, advise initial contact if information, Whiskey.
I'm still getting used to the avionics. The flying part is the simple part. The avionics are, the Dynon dual, Dynon suite. Takes a little getting used to, but, it's really
Nice.
nice.
Very intuitive.
Whiskey traffic, probably turning left base, runway 24, Whiskey.
I went kayaking up here and the manatees came right up to the boats.
Wow.
Really cool.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you remember, like, your first major concert? When you were a kid, teenager?
First concert, major concert, actually first concert ever was Marshall Tucker.
Marshall Tucker Band, wow.
Blossom Music Center in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, know that venue well.
I was probably, 15.
Wow. What do you remember from that night? Anything like, were you wowed?
I was wowed. It was awesome.
Who'd you go with?
One of my best buddies lived across the street, Joe Wojak. He was already driving. He was 16, I was 15. And he took me there and it was wonderful. It was open, like a glass.
Oh, like a shed. We call it a
Glass
shed.
with
The
an amphitheater, yeah. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, know it well. Cleveland.
Yep. just outside of Cleveland. I think it was Medina, Ohio.
Yeah.
What about you?
All the bands would stay in Cleveland at the old Ritz there downtown.
We used to get good concerts there. I love Cleveland. But what was your first?
Oh man, my first was at the Boston Garden. It was 74, I think, in the spring. The Boston Garden, the old garden, and it was
74.
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple.
And I had a car.
Wow.
So I had an 8-track, and I had Machine Head, the 8-track tape Machine Head, and I wore it out. Every time Highway Star came on, my foot would go down harder on the gas. And it was a long song, and it was a great driving song. So Highway Star, My Woman from Tokyo. Yeah.
That was one of my favorites, Highway Star.
Smoke on the Water, all those songs.
That's the first guitar song you learn is Smoke on the Water, right?
Yeah.
For most kids.
And it was loud. There was a lot of bottom end bass and kick drum. You know, back then they didn't have, you know, all the technology, and the buildings weren't built for it, especially the old garden.
They had a couple normal colored light bulbs.
Yeah, yeah. And it was hot and sweaty, but it was the best.
That's a great first concert to see.
Oh, man. And like fast forward, I think it was like 2005. It was the anniversary of the Live Aid show. Remember the big Live Aid show?
Right, oh yeah.
Well, they had an anniversary thing. It was like, I think it was eight venues. They called it Live Aid. And I was in the music business at that time, and I went up with a little band, little kind of all-star band they put together to be one of the acts. And we went up from Boston. A couple of the Aerosmith guys, a couple of guys from the Cars, Elliot Easton, Josh Todd from Buck Cherry.
What year was this?
I believe it was 2005.
Wow.
And it was a blast. It was up in Toronto. We didn't even stay, flew up to the show and flew back to Boston. But I remember one of the acts earlier in the day was Deep Purple. I had no idea they were on the bill.
Wow.
So we got there just as they were finishing their set, and they were walking back to the dressing room kind of compound. It was a big outdoor, like a park or whatever. And here comes, you know, Ian Pace, Ian Gilliam, Roger Glover.
Wow.
I think Steve Morse was a featured guitarist. He had taken over for Blackmore.
Man.
And got to say hi to those guys. Man, talk about a full circle moment.
The first band you see, then you're in the business and you get to meet them.
Hanging with them and
that's wild.
And then at the end, now Neil Young closed it out because he's a Canadian guy, and it was in Toronto. And he was over with his band. Then they did a big jam at the end.
Wow.
To Rockin' in the Free World. And so everybody, it was like 30 players out there. It was madness.
Wow.
And that was how it closed. And it was
that's
pretty
amazing.
neat. Yeah.
It's nice when you can mix nostalgia with your job and actually meet those guys.
Yeah, and to have them, you know, I mean, you learn through the years of doing it. There's a lot of great people in the business.
How old were you when you saw them the first time?
Well, I was about 17. I had already enlisted into the Navy, but I hadn't left yet until after my 18th birthday. So I think it was my senior year in high school. I was still 17. And I left for boot camp after my 18th birthday that fall winter.
That's wild because you had no trajectory in music yet.
Oh no!
You saw Deep Purple, and then years later, you're meeting Deep Purple and hanging out with them. That's crazy.
I mean, I remember the big album after boot camp, and it settled. I believe it was 75. Was the Big Bad Company album? The big, huge one. It was like 9 or 10, you know, big, songs. And
I still listen to Deep Purple a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I love Deep Purple. I love Bad Company. Paul Rogers, what a singer.
And what ship were you on in the Navy? What'd you do?
Well, I was originally signed up for aviation, ground pounder aviation.
Right.
And I got out of boot camp, went to school, Pensacola, and was assigned to a ship, aircraft carrier that ended up, right as I was getting there, they had to get into dry dock for a major unscheduled overhaul.
Right.
So, the brown envelope, you carry, with your orders,
Oh, yeah.
You've carried it many
Back
times.
in the day, yeah.
And I never even opened my brown envelope. I went up the gangway, the officer of the deck, called somebody, and, nobody was really on the ship. They were all in the floating barracks. And,
They were like
BOQs.
yeah.
That was Portsmouth Naval Shipyard.
Oh, yeah.
And in any event, I got sent to a destroyer, the USS Florida Sherman. And it was actually up in Boston, just finishing dry dock. And it was at Bethlehem Steel in East Boston, which, I come from Boston.
That's hysterical. Instead of the carrier as an aviation guy, you're on a destroyer. Yeah, I think they call this the Nature Coast up here.
Oh, do they? Okay, what are we at? 1229. Go to 1229.
That's Cedar Key?
Yeah. Yep.
Umatilla traffic, command 2710 Papa, 7 miles to the southeast on the 45, and to the left downwind 19. Umatilla.
Full little power.
Charlie Alpha's on final for runway 19. Umatilla traffic. Umatilla traffic.
Oh, what a gorgeous day.
Umatilla traffic, keep on final for runway 19.
Autopilot disconnect.
3 miles on the 45, left downwind 12 stop, Umatilla.
So the wind is coming that way, so that must be landing into
Pearson traffic, extension
23.
Approximately 5 miles to the south, maneuvering for overhead to a left clover reef to a right downwind for runway 23 Pearson.
45, bad route. Okay. So I guess it's 2-3 the way the wind's going. I'm gonna make it quick, there's no traffic. I'm gonna make it quick 360.
Beautiful. They're very blessed.
Approaching altitude.
Wow, he is out there.
What's that?
Cedar Key is way out here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shady traffic 111 Tango Golf 3 miles south inbound for left downwind runway 27 shady traffic.
Okay, let's see. See the airport? Okay, let's see. Get back on this. 1,200 feet is good. See any traffic?
Here's some traffic, 74 kilo, right downwind for runway 23. Here's.
Gonna come in this way?
Come in, take a 45 into towards the runway, and then a left downwind, left base, left final.
With traffic slow, go to RV 5 miles to the west, be entering the 45 for right downwind 18, go past Shady traffic 111 Tango Golf and the left downwind for runway 27 shady traffic.
other side of those trees.
With traffic still got RVs on a 45, right downwind, 18, low pass leader.
So what we'll do is we'll come around and get parallel to it. And it will be over our left shoulder.
Okay. That might be it right there.
111,
You can see the straight.
Final, 4823, shady traffic.
Oh, shady.
Shady traffic.
It right there.
Henry, with traffic still got RV is right base 418, low pass leader.
That's it right there.
Yep, I see it.
Henry, with traffic still got RV.
Okay, first flaps. Indicated.
Henry, with traffic still got RV is turning right, crosswind 418, full stop, Cedar.
Cedar traffic, light sport. 91 Mike Golf, left base, 23, Cedar.
Henry, with traffic still got RV is turning right downwind, 18, full stop, leeward. Henry, with traffic still got RV is turning right base for 18, full stop, leeward.
Cedar Key traffic, 91 Mike Golf, is clear, runway 23, Cedar.
Fuel.
Great service at the airport. Had a great golf cart ride to the Seafood Festival. It's about 2 miles from the airport. Had breakfast at the 2nd Street Cafe, which was really, really good. Before we headed back to stay ahead of the incoming weather, which in Florida this time of year, you kind of expected.
Okay. Flight plan is in. I'm going to turn on your noise canceling.
Check.
That should be a little quieter.
Check, check, check.
Good. Arm radio 1229, which is here. Next one will go to Furnace Weather 119.
Cedar Key traffic, this is 9824 Lima, taking off runway 23 for southbound departure, Cedar Key traffic.
Could be, yeah. I don't see anybody coming in, right? Anybody in traffic?
Nope.
Close this. Any traffic? Cedar traffic, radio check.
Loud and clear, Cedar Key.
And Cedar traffic, 91 Mike off, left crosswind, going to be departing to the west. Cedar. All right, 1,000 feet, we'll climb, nice easy cruise speed. About 80 to climb.
No traffic.
Traffic looks good. We're going that way, but I like to hug the coast a little.
Yeah.
That's giving you the best, economy.
Yeah.
Like right now we're at 69, 70%. Got to lean back a little, go a little further back for fuel burn. Try to get out to like 5.5 is good. And then we'll really lean it out correctly when we get up to altitude. Go up to 3,500 and see if the air's smooth. I mean, it's smooth here.
Yeah.
We'll
Feels great.
see. I mean, we could stay at 1,500 for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll keep it here. Double check that. We want to go to down here. 06 FD. That's grassroots.
Yeah.
Right there. So we're on that track now. Call it 110. And I'm going to swap this around. So we're burning 5.7. Bring it down just a hair. Cool everything down.
What's the max altitude this will go?
In the POH, I believe it's 12,500. You don't fly that high. I mean, you could, but once you're in the 10,000 range, you should be on oxygen.
Yeah.
So if you're there, you shouldn't stay very long. Just get right back down.
What kind of engine we got?
This is a Continental 0200.
She looks brand new, so whoever owned it before took really good care of it.
Yeah, it's a great plane. So we're back on the coast, so I'm going to, pick up our course. I like to keep the land, within gliding range.
Yeah. It's a very shallow part of the Gulf here, isn't it?
Yeah, the Gulf as a whole, I think it's pretty shallow.
Yeah.
Cedars Airfield traffic, Skyhawk 364, Charlie Kilos, back taxi 18 Cedars.
What are we up to?
Say again?
15?
1,500, yeah.
Smooth.
We're heading east, so southeast. So it's the odd thousands plus 500. And if everybody does their part, there should be no conflict. You still keep an eye out.
Airfield traffic, Skyhawk 364, Charlie Kilos departing runway 18 Cedars.
All these little waterways.
Yeah.
Amazing. Some of these guys can navigate all that too, you know. Those fishermen and
Yeah.
there's a little plane down there.
Yeah.
11:49.
Might stop in Inverness and fuel up. We're going right over it.
Okay.
Cedar Key traffic, Skyhawk 364, Charlie Kilo is 5 northeast, inbound landing Cedar Key. Cedar Key traffic, Skyhawk 364, Charlie Kilo is 2 mile final, runway 23, Cedar Key traffic.
Should be up right here,
Gotcha.
a little further.
Gotcha. Oh, KINF. I see it right there.
Inverness traffic, Piper 8301 Lima. We're about 4 miles to the southeast. We're in a 45-degree downwind entry for 19. Inverness.
3006 remark. Density altitude 1,600.
Ooh. Copy.
That's giving you the best, economy.
Yeah.
Like right now we're at, say, 69, 70%. Got to lean back a little, go a little further back for fuel burn. Try to get out to like 5.5 is good.
Feels great.
We could stay at 1,500 for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll keep it here.
Inverness traffic, Piper 8301 Lima. We're about 4 miles to the southeast. We're in a 45-degree downwind entry for 19. Inverness.
That's the road we came in on right there, huh?
It is, yeah. Good altitude, 1100's the pattern here. Now we're on a 45.
There's some nice houses down there. Wow. Yeah, there's your hangar right there, right?
Yeah, up.
We're good on traffic.
All right, 1700. Good enough for 1 notch.
Beautiful.
That's traffic. 91 Mike Golf, left base. 20. Press route. Second notch.
No obstacles. Some power line. Nice approach, Donnie. Good, man. Beautiful. That was good.
Yeah, felt good. That was a fun day.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Thanks, Donnie.
Oil pressure.
Thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe.